Hello friends, and welcome to another Friday Pick a Card bundle. My name is Rene and I am based in Durban, South Africa, and I bring you this feature every Friday. So basically, what is this? It is a selection of cards that I've put together from my collection that I think are going to give an interesting message. I don't peek at the cards ahead of time, so I've only seen the back end of the cards at this stage. I have no idea what the messages are. And I put them into 3 piles. And basically what you need to do is you need to clear your head, clear your heart, forget about all your troubles and your worries and your stresses, and just center yourself, ground yourself, and looking at the 3 piles, which of them do you think contains a message that you need to hear today? Once you know which pile you want to, which pile has the message for you, you can just go straight to that section of the video to receive your message. But before we move on, I want to just show you which cards that I have used today. So starting at the bottom, I have got 2 cards over here, which is our oracle cards for today. And the oracle cards that I am using are these Nature Whispers oracle cards, and they are, oh, the imagery is just gorgeous. So we've got 2 cards from that deck for each of the choices. Then this other little red card that you can see sort of sticking at the back is a tarot card, but it's tarot with a bit of a difference. So it is the Osho Zen Tarot, and I've taken 1 card from that particular deck. And then the little purple ones that you're seeing at the top, there are 3 of those that I have chosen, and they are from the Everyday Tarot pack, which is such a lovely, simple pack to work with. So those are the cards that we've got for today. So you now get to pick which of the 3 cards that you want for yourself, which of the 3 piles, sorry, is going to have the message that you need to hear today. And once you've chosen your pile, as I said, you can just jump straight ahead to watch the section on the video for pile 1, the section for pile 2, or the section for pile 3. So we'll see you there. And welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 1 to contain, or that has your message that you need to hear today. All I've done is spread out the cards and laid them out in an easy way. So all I now have to do is flip them over to receive the messages. In case you didn't watch the introduction and you're not sure which cards we're using today, on the end over here, I have 2 cards from an amazing oracle deck. It is the Nature's Whispers oracle cards. And as you can see by the box, the imagery on these cards is just beautiful. So you can look forward to that. Then at the top over here, I have a single card from the Osho Zen Tarot deck. Okay, so only 1 card from there. Those Osho Zen cards, they are a traditional tarot deck, but they're slightly different, and their messages come through slightly differently as well. And then in front here is our, let's call it the meat for today, and I have got 3 cards from the Everyday Tarot for you. So the Everyday Tarot, as you can see, they're quite small. Their graphics are simple but strong, but all of those kind of things. So we're going to get straight into it and see what it is that Spirit wants you to know today. So I have not looked at these cards, okay? I have kept them face down the whole time, from shuffling through to laying out. I have not peeked. So as we turn over the cards, it is as much as a surprise for me as it is for you with what we get. So we're going to do the 1 by 1. Okay, actually, I think you can see that. Oh, look at the imagery. So the one you have here, okay, the first one we've picked, it says, be gentle with yourself. And, you know, that is a message that I am constantly harping about. I am constantly telling all my clients, telling everybody, be gentle with yourself, be gentle with yourself. Just want to see if you can get a clearer view on it. Oh, the imagery is stunning, from the bird to the little flowers, the animals, everything. It is just truly gorgeous. So it's saying be gentle with yourself. There's not much more I can actually add to that, okay? And obviously, as if you've watched any of my previous videos, as we get into the rest of them, this message becomes even more and more clearer. So let's have a look and see what the other one is. Oh, look at it. The big picture. Okay. And look how we have this angelic being and what looks like the earth, what looks like the globe. Look at the energy that she's sending through. Look at the flowers, the perfect, beautiful flowers that are coming through. Absolutely stunning. So clearly this is the theme that's going to be for your message, is that you need to be gentle with yourself while paying attention to the big picture, while paying attention to the whole objective. I'm going to leave the Osho Zen card for last because I think it would help us just to tie in everything quite nicely, or at least I'm hoping it will. And now we're going to go straight on to the tarot. Right, so the first one we have is the moon. So the moon in the tarot is always an interesting card because, you know, by moonlight, things look so different. We're not always aware. The moon is also, we equate and we think about the moon with regards to emotions, with regards to cycles, with regards to all of those kind of things. And here in this instance, the moon is saying that not everything is as it seems, that there may be some things hidden in the shadows, okay? But remember, we've got to be gentle with ourselves to pay attention to the big picture. And again, you know, sometimes when we have fear of the dark, when we have fear of the unknown, that fear can overwhelm us completely. So maybe that's where this message is coming in. All right, and the next one we have is the Tower. And the Tower, always such an interesting card. And a lot of people who read tarot often say, I don't want to see the Tower because it's such a bad card. Basically, the story behind the Tower is you live in the Tower. The Tower is your home. The Tower is your universe. The Tower is your everything. The Tower has been struck by lightning. It is now on fire and it is crumbling. You can see the fire coming out of the windows. You, this person over here, have had to jump out the window to save yourself so that you don't burn to death. So it is tragedy. It is, oh my gosh, it's awful. It's terrible. It's all of those kind of things. But there's always a but. The Tower is basically saying to you that, yes, even though you've had to let go of what you were holding on to or what you thought was normal, what you thought was your existence, maybe it's time for a rebuild. Maybe it's time to redo. Maybe the Tower collapsing is giving you the opportunity for a do-over. We've got the moon, which is saying that not everything is as it seems. Be gentle with yourself and pay attention to the big picture. And I do think that the Tower is the big picture. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. We have the star of hope, the star of destiny, the star of direction, the star of everything, okay? There is the big star shining so bright and so vivid. She stands with one foot on the ground and one foot on the water, you know, showing you that she's completely balanced and she's got all the things covered. So don't panic, don't get so caught up and obsessed with what has gone wrong, because things are going to go wrong. But when things go wrong, it's because we need to make a change. Not everything is as it seems. You don't have all the information. You don't have, everything's not visible to you, okay? But there is hope. There is guidance. There is hope. And know that the universe has got your back here, okay? The universe has your back here. Be gentle with yourself through the chaos. I'm going to put the chaos here at both of these. Be gentle with yourself through the chaos. Understand that there is a bigger picture at play, and it is one that the angels and the universe has in store for you. If your tower didn't collapse, if your tower didn't break, you would never have seen what you needed to make the changes that you need to. Dum da da dum. So Osho Zen is telling us we are feeling guilty. The Osho Zen is telling us that, I want to see if I could just get this to focus. Does it focus there? Can you see on her head? She's like, everything's happening in her head. There's all these extra hands like clawing away at her mind, at her thoughts, at what's going on. And you know what? The message here is, sorry, I can see there's glare there. Let me push these up a little bit and bring the guilt card a little bit in. So the message here is, don't feel guilty. Don't feel like it's your fault. Don't feel as if you deserve this. Don't feel as if you've brought this upon yourself. Whatever the chaos is in your life, whatever you're not fully seeing, whatever is actually taking place around you, don't let it eat you up. Don't let it overwhelm you. Don't let it consume you. We need to focus on the fact that there is hope. We need to focus on the fact that it's actually going to be okay. Be gentle with yourself. There's the guilt card. Be gentle with yourself. Don't allow this to consume you. Don't allow this particular situation to eat you up alive. Oh my gosh, friends, that is such an awesome message. Know that there is a bigger picture. Know that the universe and the angels have your back and that it's going to be okay. Right, I like that. I think that is actually quite awesome. So go and have an amazing Friday. Go and have an amazing weekend and an amazing week. And we shall chat to you again next week with love and blessings. And hello to those of you who chose pile number 2 as the pile containing the message that you need to hear today. So friends, I am using 3 different decks today, and just to take you through, all I've done is laid them out here in front of me. I assure you I have not peeked, I have not looked, I have no idea what's lying underneath here. When I shuffled the cards and chose the cards for each of the 3 piles, I always keep them face down. And when I turn them over, it's the first time I get to see them as well. And yeah, as I say every week, I'm completely blown away at the messages and how they all sort of tie in together. But let's look and see what cards we are working with today. So starting off on the end over here, these 2 really beautiful ones with the butterflies. These are oracle cards from the Nature's Whispers oracle cards. They are, oh, you can just see by the imagery, absolutely exquisite, exquisite. Then at the top here, I have a single card, only one, from the Osho Zen Tarot. So it is the normal traditional tarot, but with a little bit of a twist, as I like to say. And then at the bottom, the meat of the reading today is coming from these tarot cards, which are known as the Everyday Tarot. So they are strong but simple with the imagery. There's not a lot of fluff and fanfare. They are just quite straightforward and to the point, and sometimes that's exactly the message that we need. All right, so we're going to do the reveal one card at a time and see exactly how it ties in and the kind of message that it's going to have for you today. So starting with the first one, okay, we have hope and happiness. I'll just look at the image, just look at, sort of make sure my fingers aren't covering any part of the picture. Absolutely gorgeous, hope and happiness. So I hope that's the theme for the rest of the reading, because that is such an awesome theme, that there is always hope and happiness, not hope for happiness, hope and happiness. You know, because sometimes if we lose hope, if we give up hope, if we don't have hope, it makes for a very sad situation. So hope and happiness there for you. Let's have a look at what the second one says. Look at that, isn't it just absolutely exquisite? Perfect setting. And you can see here we have this beautiful angelic being painting with the brush and creating that perfect setting. So I think the message so far about the hope and happiness is that you have the perfect setting for hope and happiness, that hope and happiness is there for you. Everything is there for you. All you have to do is just grab it, paint it, create it, make it, accept it. I'm going to leave the Osho Zen Tarot for last, and I'm going to now go into the meat of the reading and see how it ties in with these 2 that we have over there. And again, I'm going to do it one by one. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles. All right, so the King of Pentacles, kings are always about control and discipline. Also, they're about handing out instructions and making sure that things get carried out the way that they want to be carried out. We've got the grapes. We've got the grapes of abundance. Pentacles has got to do with our money and our material possessions. So it's telling you that we have an abundance. So again, it's tying in quite nicely with the message so far. But the king is saying to you that maybe we need to be a little bit more thoughtful about our control and about what happens, when it happens, how it happens. It's not saying that you need to do the work. It's saying that you need to get the work done, okay, through whatever means you need to achieve the hope and happiness in the perfect setting that you're looking for. Okay, now we understand why we had the king. So the next card that comes up is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is I'm going to call it the working card, okay? Because the Nine of Wands is saying that you have worked so hard. You have done everything you can. It is now 5 to 5. At the end of the day, you are exhausted. You have done so much. You have struggled, you have battled, you have negotiated, you've done everything, and you're feeling like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Okay, so that is why we've got the king. So you've been doing all the work and you're feeling absolutely exhausted. You're feeling absolutely shattered. You've been doing all the work, but maybe it's time that you stopped. Maybe you don't have to do it. Maybe you just need to get it done through any means that are necessary, because hope and happiness is there for you in the perfect setting. Let's see this last one. I'm laughing because it's the Queen of Swords. So the queens are one of my favorite on the court cards with the tarot, because the queens are, oh, they're so lovely. They are so kind, they're generous, they're caring, they're considerate, but don't get on the wrong side of the queen. Don't push her buttons, because she will sort you out. She will end your life without you even realizing it. Okay, she's manipulative, she's loving, she's caring, she's gentle, she's all of those things, but she can also be quite manipulative. But the fact that we've got this hard work and effort that we're putting into everything, surrounded by the king and queen, is also confirmation that you are surrounded and supported by spirit. Okay, so I quite like that. So the Queen of Swords is about your thoughts. It's about what's happening in your head. It's your ideas, your ideals, and all of those kind of things. So all this work that you're doing, really, Queen of Swords is saying you need to work smarter and not harder, because she is smart. She is very smart. Okay, she doesn't actually do anything, just like the king. You know, he's not one to go and get the spade and go out into the fields and do the hard work. No, he's going to sit pretty and just order the instructions, you know, issue the instructions and expect everybody to do it. So you are working too hard. Okay, I understand that we have to work. I understand that work is important, but maybe it's the way that you're working that needs to change. Maybe instead of being so focused on, I'm going to call it the manual labor side of it, maybe you need to think a little bit more outside of the box to achieve the hope and happiness within the perfect setting. Loving, loving, loving this reading. Right, so let's have a look at what Osho Zen has to say. Very interesting. You got the burden. Okay. So the burden ties in very nicely with the Nine of Wands. Sorry, there's a bit of a glare. Let me shift these around just so that you can see quite nicely. And hopefully now there's not a glare on the cards and you can see them all quite nicely. So the burden here, what is the burden? Life is the burden, okay? It's not that there's one issue that's causing the burden, causing us to feel like this. It's just life. It's everything. It's everyone. It's life in general. But the burden is often just in your head, okay? The burden is often not real. It's often perceived. And I think that's really the kind of message that's coming through for you here. You know, hope and happiness is there. It's available to you anytime you want it, anytime you need it. The setting is perfect. There's nothing more that needs to be done, altered, or changed. The setting is perfect. You need to just take control and delegate, maybe. Delegate or do whatever needs to be done to ensure that the work gets done. Think a little bit differently. Think outside of the box. Try to get in control of your thoughts so that your actions can all be cleared. Don't feel like it's all your burden. And, you know, I think this is something that we all do, you know, human nature. We feel obligated that we must be the one to do whatever needs doing. And if we do palm it on to somebody else, we feel guilty, okay? We feel like the burden is just too much. So we feel like we need to do it all ourselves. And sometimes taking a holiday, taking a weekend off, taking a day off, having a pajama day at home, doing nothing, just makes our head think a little bit clearer, removes the chicken. I don't know if you can see the chicken on his head here, okay? You see the chicken on his head. There we go. Let it focus and on that. And remove the burden that's there, all right? So don't feel like you have to do it all on your own. Don't feel like you were the only one doing this. There are options available to you, and that's what you have on either side of you, because you deserve to be happy. You have everything is in place. Everything is exactly where it needs to be for you to live the happy, content life that you deserve. Don't carry unnecessary burdens. Wow. Friends, those of you who chose pile number 2, that was quite a powerful message, but I think they always are, aren't they? I do hope you got something out of that. I do hope that there was something here that helps you, guides you, offers you a little bit of whatever you need going forward. Have a lovely Friday. Have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely week. Until we chat again next week, Friday, with love and blessings. Hello, friends, and welcome to those of you who chose pile number 3 as the pile that has the message that you need to hear today. So I've laid out the cards here in front of me, and I promise you I have not peeked. When I shuffled and grabbed the cards for today, I just leave them all face down without looking. So when I turn the cards over one by one, it's as much a surprise to me as it will be to you as to what the cards actually have to say for us. So today you can see that I'm using 3 different types of cards or 3 different decks. So just to take you through them so that you know what you're looking at. On the end over here, these 2 beautiful cards with the butterflies are from the awesome and amazing Nature's Whispers Oracle cards. The pictures are just phenomenal. They are really absolutely awesome. Then at the top over here, I have a single card from the Osho Zen Tarot, which is a typical tarot deck with some slight twists and changes, and they give really interesting messages. And then the 3 cards that I have at the bottom here, which is going to be the meat of our reading today, are tarot cards from the Everyday Tarot. So the Everyday Tarot are quite a simple deck as far as imagery goes, but they certainly do pack a punch. Okay, so we're going to go through the cards one by one and build on the message as we go. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know I keep referring back to all the cards that we've already uncovered and bring the message together for you. So the first one, oh gosh, look at this, how fabulous. You are worthy. Sorry, you are worth it. I can't even read. You are worth it. Just look at that imagery. Isn't it just stunning? So clearly this is going to be the theme for the rest of our reading, that you are worth it. And you know what, friends, you are. It's actually something that I've spent quite a bit of time posting about on social media this week, telling people that you are worth it. So there's definitely a theme here. Life is hard, life is tough, life is difficult, and we all struggle, we all find it. And one of the things that we often do, the first thing that we lose, if I can say, is our sense of self-worth. So this is just a reminder from Spirit that you are in fact worthy. Let's just see what else. Oh, empowerment. Look at that empowerment. Absolutely stunning. You know, these cards really are just phenomenal. So you are worth it. And empowerment telling you that you are either empowered or you need to do empowerment, or your life is empowered. We're going to understand that more now when we look at the other cards. But empowerment is all around you. Empowerment, and I do think that is the message, because it is all encompassing. It's all around. It's not just here in a corner. The entire card is empowered. You are worth it. You deserve the empowerment that is around you at the moment. Let's have a look and see what the tarot has to say. So the first one we have, and it just, I love how it all just so works. The first one we have is the Magician. So what is a magician? Okay, so who and what is a magician? A magician is somebody who can take basic tools, basic things, and create something truly magical from it. Isn't that what empowerment is? Empowerment is trusting and believing and knowing that you are worth it, and that you are capable, and that you can achieve anything. And that's exactly what the magician is saying to you. So the magician in the tarot deck, okay, in tarot, the magician is saying anything is possible. But it's also telling you sleight of hand. It's also saying to you that sometimes there is a little bit of deception. Sometimes there is a little bit of things that don't go according to plan. You don't always know the truth. There is a hidden element to it, okay? But in this case, it's telling you that you are capable, you are worth it, you have everything at your disposal, you have everything that you need to achieve the amazing outcome of empowerment, empowering of self or empowering of others. We're still going to figure that out. I'm going to say actually it's all of the above, okay? Let's have a look at the next tarot card. All right, we have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands, aces are new at the beginning, number 1 card, the first card, and wands is our verb, it's our doing card, okay? It's the things that we do. So you are clearly, those of you who have chosen bundle number 3, you are clearly embarking on something new. You are clearly about to start a new adventure in your life, a new part of your life, a new something. And maybe you are feeling like, oh my gosh, is this right? Is it a dream? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Do I deserve this? Is it going to work out? All these kind of questions. So Spirit are confirming today that you are in fact worth it. You deserve whatever's coming for you. There is empowerment, there is love, there's success, there's happiness. You've got all the tools that you need to make it happen. You've got the success, you've got the knowledge, the know-how, the expertise, blah, 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 for this new opportunity that is coming your way. I'm so excited. New opportunities that are clearly going to be fabulous. Let's have a look. Confirmation. All right, Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is such an interesting card. I just want to see if I can get it to focus. The Six of Pentacles is such an interesting card because it talks about helping other people. It talks about, having an abundance of money. So this person here who represents you has an abundance of money. Okay, there's the 6 discs or the monies. We have the scale. The scale is showing balance. Okay, but it's saying we have an abundance of money. There are people who have approached us, who have come to us with their hands outstretched. Okay. And these people are saying, help me, help me, help me. This person, you are not even looking at them, and you're like taking a coin and sort of just offering the coin. But what's interesting is that the hands are not grabbing the coin. Okay. So the Six of Pentacles talks about helping people. It talks about taking whatever you have in excess and sharing, imparting, empowering, empowerment, okay, with other people. Forgive me, I almost started singing there. I promise I won't do that again. So the Six of Pentacles is saying to you that you are clearly somebody who likes to help others. You are clearly this new adventure, this new opportunity, this new whatever that you're getting involved in may have to do with helping other people. There is a little bit of a warning attached to the Six of Pentacles because it's saying, is the help that you're offering the help that is actually needed? So because you have an abundance of money in this particular case, you're offering money to the people that come seeking, but money is not what they need. They need something else. So don't assume that the help that you're giving is in fact the help that is needed. So you have everything at your disposal, not just one aspect, not just the disc. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but there is a coin over there as well that matches. Okay, so you are worth it. You deserve the success and happiness that's coming to you. Don't feel guilty because you have and others don't. Maybe that's also what this card is telling you. But it's saying help others. Help where you can, but don't feel obligated to give away your riches. Don't feel obligated to give away all of that. We're going to go straight into our Osho Zen. But before I turn it over, my other videos showed me that there was a bit of a glare when I turned it over. So these go up a little bit so that I have some space to here show you the Osho Zen. And we have creativity. How amazing is that? Creativity. Sorry, just trying to see if it'll focus. It doesn't want to focus. So creativity is just so awesome. And I'm loving how the imagery on this card ties in so nicely with these two. Just so awesome. So the creativity, whatever this new adventure is, whatever this new opportunity is, whatever this new thing is that you're working on, that you have everything that you need. Maybe the creativity is actually tying into the Six of Pentacles, because remember the Six of Pentacles talks about helping other people, but it's warning you of making sure that the help that you're giving is in fact the help that is needed. And maybe that's where the creativity is coming into it. Maybe we need to be more creative in our solution finding. Be more creative in trying to find the solution to help those that are around us. And remember, the success, the happiness, the joy, the abundance that's coming your way, you are worth it. You deserve it. You are empowered. You will use your empowerment to empower others. You have everything that you need for this new opportunity that will enable you to help more people. Just be creative in your endeavors. Wow, wow, wow. Friends, those of you who chose bundle number 3, I do hope that that was an amazing message for you. I do hope that there was something in there that talks to your heart and soul, that offers you peace, love, and guidance that you need in your life. Thank you. And until next week, Friday, with love and blessings. Bye-bye.